Okay, you're live.
Good evening. Please turn off your phones. Welcome to the March 5th, 2025 meeting of the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I'm Dee Bright, Chair. We're late starting because of technical difficulties. Commissioners present tonight are Maggie Haid, Christine Sanamore, Frank Green, Susan Daniel. We have a quorum. Debbie Davis is absent with notice. The Eureka Springs Historic Commission is empowered by Eureka Springs Municipal Code to issue a certificate of appropriateness for alterations of exterior architectural features, demolition, and new construction within the boundaries of the Eureka Springs Historic District. The HDC uses Eureka Springs Historic District guidelines and the U.S. Department of Interior standards for the rehabilitation of historic buildings as the basis of our decisions. The Commission can take the following actions on an application: approval with modifications, denial, or defer for more information. Appeal of denial may be made to the Circuit Court. Public comments will be heard on each agenda item as it is called. Other public comments will be heard during the public comment period. I would start by reviewing the purpose of the HDC. We are only here to approve applications based on the exterior architectural features spelled out in our guidelines, and that is all. I want to remind commissioners we do not consider the following due to these not being under our area of jurisdiction, which include size of a structure, setback of a structure, parking, number of units, how demolished building materials will be disposed of, drainage, sewer line capacity, putting in retaining walls unless it's on the application. Discussing these types of issues only confuses the public in thinking we have jurisdiction over these types of issues, and we do not. Most of this is up to the city building inspector applying the city codes. A reminder, new residential structures do not go to the Planning Commission unless they are asked for a variance. Are there any changes or additions to tonight's agenda? May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Maggie made the motion. Christine seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. We have no old business, new business. Level 2, 33 Ridgeway, Daniel Ledbetter, applicant. Level 2, 26 South Main and 26.5 South Main, John Bordeaux, applicant. Level 2, 1 Spring, John Bordeaux, applicant. Level 2, 79 and 81 Spring, John Bordeaux, applicant. Level 3, 12 South Main, John Bordeaux, applicant. Okay, do we have somebody here for 33 Ridgeway? Would you come to the mic and state your name and address, please?
My name is Daniel Ledbetter. My personal address?
Yes, sir.
16143 Highway 187 in Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
You want to angle the mic up towards you?
We can
Did he
start over.
turn that mic on? Is it
The blue
okay.
light's on, yeah.
Okay. This is, construction date is 1914. It is a contributing structure, and the scope of work is install new parking area, reposition fence around parking area fence to match existing. And Frank will read you the summary of facts.
Install parking pad in front right off street. See site sketch photos. Oh, thank you. Change fence line to encompass sides and rear parking pad. Fence will match existing fence. See site sketch photos. Owner is applying to the Planning Commission for a home occupation COP. Off-street parking is needed to comply with Eureka Springs Municipal Code 14-08-060 parking requirements. Schedule a parking requirements studio.
Is this correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Do I have a motion to move on with discussion?
I move that the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness for the proposed work at 33 Ridgeway based on the agreed upon summary of facts presented.
Second.
I'll second.
Oh, Maggie did.
Sorry, I didn't.
Any questions or discussions of the commission? For Mr. Ledbetter? No?
The applied for a conditional use permit?
I'm
The
sorry.
applied for conditional use permit?
The homeowners did.
Yeah, they go to planning next Tuesday. Planning hasn't had a meeting yet, right?
Correct.
Okay. Susan made the motion, Maggie seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. And Frank will give you your C of A. Just a moment, please. And just to notice that with parking anymore, we have to take this one, especially like a case by case in the area, but they are required to have parking when they are doing a CUP or CUP, so it's not just a blanket thing, it's something we have to think about. Okay, our first one is 26 and 26 and a half South Main. Would you state your name and address,
John
please?
Bordeaux, business address 70 South Main.
Okay. And for this one, the construction date is 1900. It is not contributing. Change stucco siding of fiber cement, lap siding, and board paneling. And Frank will read you the summary of facts.
Change stucco on front and sides of building to fiber cement lap siding. See email correspondence photos. Change stucco on rear of building to fiber cement boarding panel. And install new awnings.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I move that the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness for the proposed work at 26 South Main based on the agreed-upon summary of facts as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Questions? Discussion?
Can't wait to see the new stuff.
Okay, Frank? Okay. Okay. Maggie made the motion, Susan seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. Okay. And since you have several, we'll just
Yeah, we
hand
can
you
roll
your
right through.
papers all here at the
Yeah,
end.
fine. That's fine.
Okay. One Spring. Construction date is 1960. It is not contributing. Repair a pedestrian bridge over Main Street. And I'm not going to have you state your name at each one and all. That's okay, isn't it, Cassie, since he's, okay. Frank, would you read the summary?
Yeah. Repair pedestrian bridge over Main Street, including decking, porch, and structural components. See email correspondence, engineering plans.
Do I have a motion?
I move the Eureka Springs Historic District Committee issue a certificate of appropriateness for the proposed work at One Spring based upon agreed-upon summary of facts as presented.
Second.
Second. Okay. Discussion?
Thank you.
Susan made the motion, Maggie seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Say no. Motion carries 4-0. '79 and 81 Spring. Construction date is 1920. It is a contributing structure. Scope of work is repair and replace stone steps, add guardrail. Frank, could you read the?
Repair and replace stone steps, add wooden guardrail to porch and wooden steps per building inspector's request. Add metal pipe guardrail beside stone steps.
And do I have a motion?
I move that the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness for the work at 79 and 81 Spring, based on the agreed-upon summary of facts as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Yeah, we second it.
Okay, any discussions or questions on this property?
Thank you for repairing it. I used to work in that building, and it was awful. Getting to the parking was no fun.
This will be
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, Christine made the motion, Maggie seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries 4-0. Next is 12 South Main, construction date 1960, not contributing. Scope of work, demolition of addition and rebuild addition in same footprint. Frank?
Demolition of addition on rear building, rebuild demolition addition on same footprint, materials to match rest of building.
And do I have a motion?
Go ahead.
I move the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness for the proposed work at 12 South Main based upon the agreed-upon summary of facts as presented.
Second?
Second.
Discussion or questions? Susan made the motion, Maggie seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. And while Frank is signing off on all of the COAs,
Thank you.
consent agenda, levels 1 and 2 projects that the city preservation officer believes to be in accordance with the design guidelines. Any commissioner or the member of the public can remove this consent agenda to a regular agenda for discussion. Tonight, we have level 2, 5 Kings Highway. Gary Bueller, owner, install a 15 by 15 foot deck on rear of home. Did everyone see the consent and sign it? Do I have a motion to approve it?
I make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Susan made the motion. Christine seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say no. Motion carries 4-0. Administrative approvals by the City Historic Preservation Officer. Minor impact projects include ordinary maintenance that does not involve a change in materials, new and replaced signs, alterations to non-contributing and/or non-historic structures, excluding major additions for demolition. Medium impact projects that meet design guidelines. Tonight, we have 16 because we had to cancel a few meetings because of weather. These are all on our website. They are all level 1s. We have 2 level 2s on there, but they're minimum work. So I see 2 more. We got some level 2s on there. Okay. Approval of minutes from February 5th regular meeting. Do I have a motion to accept those?
So moved.
I second.
Christine made the motion. Susan seconded. All in favor say, was everybody here for February 5th before we start voting?
I was.
Well, let me look at the
Everyone
meetings.
but Debbie.
Everybody but Debbie. Okay, so everybody can vote tonight. So Christine made the motion, Susan seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. Motion carries 4-0. Potential workshop, March 19th, 2025. Is everybody here? Shall we try again?
What time? 5:30?
5 o'clock.
5?
I'll email Debbie tomorrow and see if she's available, and then let you all know.
Now, that is the week of spring break for Arkansas. Okay. Just in case you weren't aware of that, if you have any plans. Okay, next meeting is March 19th, 2025. Level 3 applications are due Thursday, March 20th. Level 2 applications due Wednesday, March 26th. Agenda setting for March 19th, 2025 meeting. Anything you guys want to add? Okay. Public comments? We have no one. And commissioner comments? Maggie?
Thank you.
Christine?
Nope.
Susan? Frank?
Nope.
Well, the Parks Department is doing great work down in our Basin Park. Hopefully, they can start pouring concrete if the weather will, because I think they've got the bottom of the, it looked like the bottom of the Doughboy. It was deeper than they thought. So maybe it looked like it was dug out now. I'm not positive. It wasn't this afternoon, but as soon as that gets done and the weather cooperates, they can start pouring the concrete, which will be wonderful. We'll have an all-new park. And then they can start planting the trees. Do you have something, Cassie?
Yes, I just need to make a quick correction on the agenda that I just noticed. Level 3 applications for our March 19th meeting will be due tomorrow, which is March 6th, and Level 2 applications will be due next Wednesday, which is March 12th. So apologies for the incorrect date on the agenda.
Well, when I read March 20th, I thought, okay. I guess it can't be if it's the 19th. Okay, do we have an adjournment?
I so move.
Second.
Susan made the motion, Christine seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries 4-0. Spend the night here.